Hey Gemini, thank you for joining me here at Intuitive Tarot Therapy for your March 2022 reading. I'm Lady J. I am so happy to be reading for you once again. Shout out to all the subs. Hello subs. Sending love to you. Thank you everyone for your views, your likes, your subscribes. Before we get all the way in it, let's do some singing bowl and get into the energy for Gemini as we awaken our chakra. All right, Gemini. How you doing this spring? Woo! Spring is just a springing. I am so excited. I hope it's beautiful where you are. And if you're having a gloomy day, I am sending you beautivity. Shine your light, because you are the light. Be the light in that gloomy room, in that gloomy era. What was I going to say? Well, let's just say this. This is a general reading. Take what resonates with you. Don't take what's not, that doesn't feel right, right? Be sure to check out the other videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements for a full view of what's going on with you this spring. And if you enjoy this content, please like. It really helps our new channel to continue to bring you this insightful content. It also helps us reach others who could use some insightful direction and some encouragement, love. Yeah. Please share a comment. Let me know how these readings are affecting you, if you're jiving with them, you know. I really love knowing how I'm connecting with you, and it helps these readings be geared toward you as we create synergy with our energy here. Yeah. And connect further. Follow us on Instagram for YouTube reading announcements, and I throw out some inspirational posts throughout the week. And I also offer live free readings at intuitive_tarot_therapy. Love to see you there. Love to enjoy reading for you. All right, Gemini. You get a whole deck of cards that fell out for you. You're moving and grooving. Well, this is the time. It's spring. There's lots of momentum, and the veil is really thin. I've been hearing and I've been feeling, you know, that really helped validate that for me as we just passed this full moon and into the spring equinox. But I do feel a beautiful flow, influx of momentum and things that you've been working on coming in. Okay, so imagination. Now, imagination is a really great card because it's kind of like the Tower. So that means something's changing, something's moving, if you've been feeling like something's been stagnant. So this oracle asks you to understand that life's difficulties are a call to consciousness, and that a grace-inspired challenge event was set in place to help us reach beyond limited thinking. So, you know, I talk about Abraham Hicks, and so they say that, you know, contrast or experiences that are, you know, that ruffle our feathers or leave us feeling disappointed or, you know, angry, sad, whatever, that's called contrast. They call it contrast. And so contrast is necessary in order to help us understand and be clear and overstand, you know, like focus, in order to focus on what we want, right? It's geared to help us shift from what is not working. Excuse me, what's not working, and to focus on what we want to happen to start that momentum, right? So imagination is that card such as the Tower, and they kind of look alike. But I always say this is a more doesn't look as scary as the other Tower. And Tower is Aries energy. I don't know if that influences you at all. But you also have ask. And it says, when we call upon the divine for guidance and support, we will receive a response. Spiritual signposts will be put in our place, or in our path, sorry, to guide us to our highest good. All right, and surrender. Surrender is the key that unlocks the door to grace. Yeah. So whatever you're being is, that's how the universe, life, all the air and energy around you, right? So if you're being resistant, then you're going to see that reflected in how life is treating you. And it's not always immediate. Because you've been trucking along, you've been doing pretty good, and then all of a sudden something knocks you off your center. It could be karma, or it could just be something that, you needed to bump up against to kind of get you to move to another, to kind of awaken you to get to another level of understanding. It's all a very cruel game, isn't it, life? But we are humans, are knuckleheads. We are hard learners sometimes. And it's set up. But also, not only that, what's more is that we are all co-creators in our life. And I believe that we have a big responsibility in being here, experiencing this life, because only we could truly understand what we need to learn and know in order to grow and ascend. So, surrender, being okay. I was just having a conversation about surrender, Gemini, and it was about, like, surrender. It's like, oh, I don't want to surrender. I want to do, right? I want to go, I want to do, I want to be. F that, bump that, right? Forget that. So, but really, that's kind of like your challenge. You're good at a lot of things. You are excellent naturally at a lot of things, and or excellent at making it look easy, right? So if you got all that going for you, there might be something that logically would be that you would need to work on. You can't be great at everything. But also not with that, it's like, even though you understand your weaknesses and your strengths, that doesn't mean don't work on your weaknesses, because, your strengths are so much better, right? So look at some things and how you can surrender in your life, right? If something's not going your way, if something's like you got some false starts, or you just keep like bumping up against a wall like a Sim in the Sims game, it's just like, okay, then the way you're bumping into that wall is just going to keep you doing that. So maybe find another. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the hangman going on in your reading. But let's get a different perspective so we can just kind of turn it on its head and see, and then so once you have that, so something is going to occur to allow that to take place. And then once you do that, then you'll know exactly what to ask for. And then you'll begin to see, ask, believe, receive, right? You'll begin to see the different things being placed in your path, but in order to do that, in order to see it, you have to surrender and allow divine timing to take place, right? And in order to do this, you've got to, which this should come very, very easy to you, and this is a very much air quality sign, oracle. Interesting sign. Manage your mind. When we direct our thoughts, words, energy toward the outcome we most desire, we ignite the grace we need to manifest the things that we want. That's another air energy card, dance. When we ask for guidance, take action and put our faith in an outcome we can't yet see. We begin to dance with grace. So yeah, ask. You've got ask here twice. I think the Spirit really wants you to focus. I think your Spirit's trying to get your attention, you know. Gemini. Hello. Do you want to manifest things? Yeah. Quiet. Turn off the noise. Maybe you're listening to, you know, YouTube, news, gossip. Maybe your internal dialogue is just on. And if I know a Gemini, silence nourishes the body, mind, and spirit. Find some time every day to get quiet. Use different times. Like I'm usually really quiet when I'm brushing my teeth. And sometimes I can zone out. Or if I'm taking a shower. You know, your mind wanders. So I'll listen to binaural beats sometimes. But sometimes I just enjoy the quiet. I just want some quiet. And I find that I'll go on a walk in the morning. And so a lot of my photos that I share with you on Instagram are from my morning walks and inspirations. And I get that quiet and I get that insight there. Other times I've got a yoga and meditation area. I'll go over there. Gotta shut the doors, or you know, set it up to where I can have my dog like around me and just chill so I'm not distracted. But usually I like to just have some me time because pets can be very distracting. Although they're very, very sweet, and I just, you know, probably should shut the doors more often than I do. But you know what I mean? So find some time by yourself, just in quiet, not doing any work, not focusing on anything else, perhaps not even doing anything else. Okay? Perception. See past through the lens of grace. All that occurs is designed to support our spiritual evolution. So there's some forgiving. Oh, wow. Some forgiving that you need to do. Some challenge yourself to, you know, if you want to start thinking more positive, you know, use the 4 agreements, be impeccable with your word, you know, is it integral, the things that you say, you know, do you really mean what you're saying? Is it necessary? Is it true? Is it loving? Even when things go not quite the way you want them to, how do you handle it? How are you choosing to handle it? It's a lot like building a muscle, but it's a little less like it because it doesn't take as long. You could start doing something 1 or 2 times and just really start getting a momentum going with that thought. Next time you drop something, instead of being like, oh, mother, darn, just take a deep breath and, oh well, probably needed a bend over today. Get my squats in. Oh well, and then it happens again. And then it happens again. It's like you almost have a conniption. Work on not having that. Work on responding in a way that is just like, oh well. Because the faster you do, the sooner you'll get out of that lesson. So take that into the other lessons that you're learning in life. The sooner you learn how to respond differently, the sooner that lesson will be over. But how that ties to perception and looking at the past through a different lens, or through the lens of grace specifically, is because that's where all that reaction comes from. So you have to go to the source for the healing, excuse me, to take place. And finally, you have valor. Yeah, well, of course, this is you. Be courageous. The unmistakable touch of grace will follow us wherever we go. Where are you going, Gemini? What are you needing to muster up your courage for? Are you traveling? Are you moving? Are you opening a business? Networking? Asking? You got to muster up some courage for something. What you got to do? All right, and let's take this top one here, growth. All right, accept the lesson. When things don't go our way, something more important to the growth of our soul is in the works. So just like that tower or that imagination card, it's inviting us to see beyond the limits of even, perhaps even previous goals. Like, what's your biggest dream, and can you dream bigger? Can you dream bigger than that? Can you imagine just bigger than that? So just stretch, but you are stretching. I think this is more of a signpost rather than a request. I think this is letting us know that you've done a tremendous amount of growth, and so that is why you have this momentum of, Spirit going, hey, okay, now it's time for you to show up. Help. Come on, help me help you. It's time for you to do some spiritual work and get in touch. Stop putting me on the back burner. Yeah, there you are. Gemini, what are you doing upside down? Jimmy. Upside down. And you got the Four of Swords. Yeah. Again, that's that you needing to quiet. You need to get quiet. Do a little meditation where you're not doing anything else. But your Lovers in reverse here. There's some conflict here. Ending of a relationship, perhaps. Not able to make up your mind about something. So Spirit's probably saying you need to meditate on it. Like that's where you're going to find your answer, or that's the only place you're going to find your answer. You're not going to find it anywhere else. So something's going on in your way where you feel, well, that's beautiful. There's something new. Are you, like, there's something ending in a new beginning. You're restless. You feel like, yeah, you're really in contemplation. You have this Four of Cups, okay? And you have this Ten of Wands, which is telling me that you feel like you have whatever you've been committed to, you have pretty much done. Like you've reached the ceiling of that. Because you want to embark on new adventure here. You're headed toward something new. Let's see what else we got for you. for Gemini. So Moon rising Venus. Thank you, angel spirits, guides. Love is on the other side. Thank you. Justice. The Four of Wands on the bottom there. You have Justice. You've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Got the Strength card. So there's that Valor. Yeah. The Five of Cups and the Six of Swords and that 10 of Wands came out. Well, so Spirit wants you to be, whatever it is that you want to embark on, whatever it is that you feel is going to give you that momentum to go to the next level that you want to go. You got this Leo energy here, you know, wanting you to just go. You need to be, trust in your gut and go for it, right? So Valor said, be courageous. The unmistakable touch of grace will follow us wherever we go. Yeah, there's something new. You're ready for a new adventure, a new venture, a new you got a new attitude. And so your ambition for justice, though, you have an ambition for justice. But then you have this justice, the justice and the Five of Cups. There's something that you're not happy with anymore. Like you're like, oh, like it's, like you've been keeping it to yourself. And you're moving away from any envy that you've had with anyone else, and you decided to figure out a way to create it yourself. Anything that leaves you feeling unproductive, unsuccessful, low vibe. Because the Queen of Pentacles is like, oh, nothing looks good on me. You know, I'm having a bad hair day every day. I don't want to do anything. You know? And why do they get to have all the fun? You know what I'm saying? So it looks like you're moving away from that thinking with that Six of Swords that way, and you're like, no, I'm going to, I want to, the thing that's going to the thing that's going to balance this out is I let go of things that no longer serve me. And really, and that's, you know, like for you is a lot. It has to do with family. It has to do with your environment. Cause that Valor card says something about you going somewhere. Where are you going? You know what I'm saying? So the thing that's going to balance this out with the Justice card, this momentous energy from this ambitious Page of Pentacles, is got to let go of things that, even though they're routine and they're there and they're not, you know what I mean? Like, you could have all you wanted. It just no longer serves you anymore. It's just like, even though there's plenty, you're like, man, I'm still not fulfilled. So you're being urged to do whatever that this is that you want to go do, Gemini. Yeah, and it's about your family. It's about your home life and your happiness. You know, your success. Clarify that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, you get the Magician. There you are again, Gemini. You have the Eight of Pentacles. And the High Priestess. And you have the Ten of Cups on the bottom. And the King of Wands is in reverse. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So I think there perhaps is some low vibration around you. And, you know, because this is the Queen of Earth or Pentacles, Capricorn energy. It's also world energy, and so is Gemini. So I feel there's a big cycle here. So when I asked for clarity for the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Magician, the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and then the Ten of Cups on the bottom there. And this is something that you're moving away from, something you're growing from. And so when you see the Magician, you're definitely understanding, kind of vibing on the gap between spiritual life and the waking life, which you're also doing here with the High Priestess. And it's very interesting because in tarot, there are really only three characters. And two of the three are here. And that's the Magician and the High Priestess. And they're either side of this Eight of Pentacles. Something that you do for a living, a trade, something you enjoy, an apprenticeship. Perhaps you're having someone apprentice for you. But it's also talking about not only like you physically doing it. That's very true. But it's also your quality of work. You have a high standard, something you care about. You care that your name is on this, okay? Now the Magician is talking about you manifesting. It's talking about you, you know, thoughts become things, and you know, what you think matters. What we were just saying, like, what are you thinking about? Those thoughts become things, right? So the High Priestess is, so this, it's, wow, whoa, wow, okay. This is great. This is really great. But this is more action, where the High Priestess is the balance of passivity and action. It's intuition. It's paying more attention to how you're feeling than what you're doing. And so in your balance, because here's the balance with the Justice card, in your balance of doing is equally thinking. And this is clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Wow, and then you have the Ten of, okay. All right. Wow, this is very intense right off the bat. Very intense right off the bat. So we have, all right, 11 here, 2 here, 8, 1, 10, 20. Wow. Very interesting. All right, let's get some clarity with this new deck that I love. This is the True Intentions, True Heart Intentions Tarot deck by Rachel True. And I posted about that on Instagram. So check that out. These are great cards. I love them. So I'm happy to share them with you. There's that Ten of Cups there, poking its head out, yeah. Along with the Queen of Pentacles right there. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So it looks like whatever this is, you're working to create balance for, and you're going to have to muster up a lot of courage to make this leap and jump wherever you want to go. But what you need to let go in order to make this leap is any jealousy, any inauthenticity, any low vibe, any low, you're going to have to understand and overstand your worth, your value, your ability to manifest things. You're going to have to understand just how powerful you are. Okay? And you're going to have to let go of any baggage. So if you need to seek some counseling, some therapy to help you let go of whatever has been holding you back, or is a repetitive dialogue in your mind or to others, you keep telling the same story over and 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 over again, it needs some healing. You keep having the same experiences over and over and over, like it's a groundhog day, then you need some healing around that. But you have decided, and it's your responsibility alone. But I think this is also a signal of you deciding, I want I'm going to go get it single-handedly, the thing that I've been wanting, whatever my ambition is, whether it's a business, a lifestyle, a location. Thank you for Gemini. There's the Princess of Swords. This is action. This is ready to go and make things happen, but it's on its side. And it is also about all talk, no action. You talk a big game, but you're not doing it. Perhaps it's the way that you think about. You got 5-5 here, along with this Princess of Swords. Interesting. 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Wands. Okay, so, whoa, and it came out. Okay. And there's that High Priestess again. It's beautiful. Love the art on these cards. There's a Wheel of Fortune. There's definitely momentum here for you, Gemini, and you got the Two of Wands there on the bottom. So you're in planning mode, okay? But so in order to do this, this is your internal conflict, and this is what this is. This Princess of Swords on its side. Sometimes you're like ready to go, and then you're like, nah, I'm just dreaming about it a little bit more. You know, so you have to know, especially as you can really harness this as an air sign, is to be discerning, be decisive, be clear, but then follow the plan. What I've learned is when you have a plan and it's in motion, never deviate from the plan unless you're activating the plan B or C. That's a good word from the wise. Let me tell you something. Follow that. You won't go wrong. But the way that you're thinking about your finances or money is hindering. You're going to have to find balance within that. Because you need to be most optimistic if you're going to get your rocket ship to the moon. You got to believe without a doubt that it's going to happen. And understand your risks and understand your achievement, like the goal. It must be such a great thing to achieve with such great risk, but you have to believe in it 100% if you're going to make it happen. Thank you. All right, what is this that Gemini is working to achieve? Let's see. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles, Judgment, Ace of Cups, Ace of Discs, the Hermit, and the Ten of Swords. All right, Gemini, what you got on the bottom? Yeah, for some of you guys. Well, here's that Four of Wands that came up before. And this is, some of you guys are going to end a relationship. Some of you all, you're working to perhaps uproot your family and move. You have the Seven of Pentacles, which is talking about strategizing, you know, doing your inventory of what you got going on. Spirit's saying, you know, if you want to do this, then you need to, like, go by the book. Like, do the things you need to do. Evaluate your situation, okay? Because you're going to have an opportunity to perhaps, you know, maybe you're getting a job in another part of the world somewhere. A second shot at something. An opportunity is going to come, and you're going to have the opportunity to, you know, where perhaps you've chosen something else, you're going to have the opportunity to choose the thing that's going to make you most fulfilled and for your highest good. You know, the Judgment card is all about second chances and getting to choose what's best for you. And, you know, again, it is a signifier of a closing of a cycle and a beginning of another one. And so you have learned a lesson at a point, and now you have access to something, perhaps. And you have the Ace of Cups, which is love and yes, whatever it is that you want to do, this is yes. Go do it. You have a second chance to do it. Whatever it is that you want to go do. I feel like this is big dream energy. That's how we started this reading, right? What's your biggest dream? And then you have the Ace of Pentacles as well. Wow. Go do it. Go play the lottery. Go ask for the raise. Go, you know, secure a loan for your new business. looks more like that, I think. Right? Wow. That's wild. It's beautiful. Gemini, I'm so happy for you. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. All right, now you do have the Hermit again. So it's kind of following suit with that Four of Swords that came out. You know, your rest, get quiet. The Hermit, the High Priestess. Hermit, Virgo energy. I think you need to, you know, the Eight of Cups goes and walks off and gets some solitude. I think you are going to get all the answers and the directions and the signposts and the clues by being mindful and being very present to where your intuition is guiding you here with the High Priestess. And I think you're at a place of understanding, choosing your battles, and feeling how things resonate in your body. Should you or shouldn't you? Trusting the oracle within. I think you feel like I've learned all that I need to learn up until this point in this specific area in my life. And now I'd like to challenge myself to the next level. And I'm okay with it. I'm excited about it. I want to move on. You know, I want to grow. I think you know, always evolving. You're not afraid of doing. You're a doer. Big things are coming in for you, Gemini. Very, very happy for you. Now let's get that Ten of Pentacles, because we had all the tens through here. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay, thank you. All right, yeah, there's that Four of Swords again. Okay. And the King of Pentacles. So, yeah, you got to be willing to go ahead and... I think some of you guys are a little afraid to move. I think that's what a lot of this is. And so you're being asked to meditate on it. Like, sincerely meditate on it. And, you know, like Spirit's like, I'm going to give you your answers here. Please connect with me so I can tell you. Well, beautiful. Wow, Gemini. I'm just a little flabbergasted here. You have the Empress, okay? Beautiful earth energy. Yeah, you must have some earth in your chart and or around you. Big influence in your life. Taurus energy here. Also Gemini energy. Okay? You're pregnant with ideas. I mean, here, as it says so with the Page of Pentacles, okay? And it's been slow. It's been slow to come in. But I think you've also been waiting for that sign. And I think, you know, you're like, I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. And here they are. The three characters of the tarot. The Fool, the Magician, and the High Priestess. in regards to your healing of the past. Seeing the past through the lens of grace. Everything that's ever happened is in support of your spiritual evolution here in your waking human physical life. Wow. Wow. And then you have this Two of Wands. Just get to planning. Get to work. Whatever that is, put it into work. Wow. Yeah. Gemini, this is some reading. I'm just, woo! It's been all business with you. Whoa. All right. Let's get some wisdom of the Oracle insight for you. Yeah. Okay, so the Fool is Aquarius energy. Pisces energy. And so you have, okay, so what this is saying to me is that you've reached a level of understanding and self discipline and self-assuredness that any insecurity or self-confidence issue that you have is so weak and minuscule to the power that you have to overcome that. You're one of those people that just like whatever you touch turns to gold. You got the Midas touch. You can almost materialize things out of thin air. So don't sweat the small stuff, okay? It's time for you to let go of the frustration of the little stuff. Because where you're headed, you're gonna need to know how to handle that sort of thing. If you want to be sustainable, if it's going to be successful. Remember your breathing techniques. Remember, look up pranic breathing. Look up things like that. Because I feel like some of y'all are hotheads. I think I've said that before. You know, you're a little volatile. You'll hit that right trigger, boy. Gemini is going to let you have it. All right, Gemini, let's get you one of these beautiful cards here. Wisdom of the Oracle. Let Baron read cards here. Yeah, all that glitters card is always a good one. Keeps you in check of your authenticity, you know, and how you're looking at other people. If you're just like blinded by the light, you know, and they're diamonds and glitter and everything, you know. Serendipity. New life just popped out. Protection message, though. Whoa. Thank you. What was that? Change in the wind. Oh. 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 Hold on. Buy some water. Change in the wind. That's also a protection message. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. One more for Gemini. Thank you. No? Okay. The fates, not for you. So there's some karma coming in. Yeah. Yep. Time to go. Whoa. Gemini. You got poised on the bottom. Gemini, it's time to go. You got fates, to be fair. Okay. All right. And time to go. Dude. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. 39. 39 is 12, which is 3. 3 is the magic number. Creativity, abundance, happy life, big life. Okay, I'm sorry. What was I? 39. Ooh, Gemini. Okay, so I'm kind of vibing off of you. Gemini is usually very chill, very calm energy. And I'm usually a little bit more like, hey, 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 hey. But you guys are just chill. And so I'm feeling that energy. I'm just going to vibe in Gemini energy. Okay, so this is new life. But it's in the reverse. And so reverse messages with this deck are called protection messages. Beautiful card, though. We'll read it. Okay, the essential meaning is a birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, breathe a breath of fresh air, renewing life, renewing itself. Okay, protection message says you must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You are at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. Aw, Gemini, that's amazing. Yeah, remember what we were saying in the beginning of your reading, like you're good at a lot of things and there are some things that you need to, harness, and it's okay. You can't be a master at everything. But life is asking you now to take a look at some of those things that need work and work on those things. Beautiful. Okay, you also have a change in the wind, but it's also in reverse. You see the beautiful detail in this card. Now it's number 12, which is also 3. It's the mending number. Yeah. I feel major change for you, Gemini, for the better. Most definitely for the better. This is good. I like delivering these messages. Okay, so the essential meaning is a sense that unseen change has been initiated. Preparation for the storm, awareness that your plans are not yet on firm ground, feeling the shift, uncertainty about which direction the wind will blow. So the protection message says there are conditions brewing in your life that you have no control over. Don't fight them. That's where that surrender card comes in, guys. Change is inevitable, and it's for the best and for the highest good. Even if this storm blows away, the structures you think you've built your dreams on, all will turn out as it should. You will have renewed clarity and strength to do something even better. Spirit is your ally. Yes, it is. And it says so here and in here. Okay? All right. And we have the fates, which is 17. 8 equals 1 and 7 equals 8. In numerology, 8's all about balance. You got balance here. Okay? It's also about harmony and karma even. Infinity, right? Ooh. What goes around comes around. So 17. 17. All right. So the Serenity Prayer sums it up, right? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature and your past experiences, may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you can't understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain things happened, but you can accept the mystery and work with that, with those events, and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Other people are who they are, and you can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is the time to look now at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be, so you can remain in a relationship and avoid discomfort. So what if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them is, in the situation, is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces. So, however, there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Don't fight the situation. Write it out. See where it leads you. Surrender. Surrender to it. And the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. Yeah, there's some healing to be done with whatever you got going on. You've kind of been holding on to it for a minute, and that's okay. It happens to the best of us. Your next one is to be fair. That is number 38. It's number 11. That is a master number, and it's all about intuition. Like your high priestess here. The balance between the spirit world and the physical life. Like the yin and yang. A lot of balance in here. A lot of balance being created. Your beautivity, your amazingness, your creative side, your inventive side all wants to come out at once. It's almost like it's bursting out of you, and it's almost like you can't really find a direction for some of you. Like you kind of seem spread out, like you have like 5 different projects going at once, which is not uncommon. But I think for you, I think you feel a little like you need to grab some order. I think it's getting a little messy, a little loosey-goosey in the britches there. But it's also about, your faith in trusting your intuition and knowing that you're instinctual. And it's also about, with everything, it has its lower polarity. It's also about anxiety and fears and things like that. And I think that's what the Fool begs you to do, is to be fearless. Trust your instinct. Trust that your guides are going to guide you and, protect you from falling. Okay? 38. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing. Yet over time, they strike a balance. Speaking of balance, you move from being to stasis, to doing, from discovering, loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states, and you will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. And if you're not content with where you are in this moment, remember that this too shall pass, right? All experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment. Remember, if something falls and breaks or spills, just take a deep breath. Work to discontinue to discontinue reacting in the same ways that you have been. You know what I mean? Like, change something up. Be more positive if you want to be more positive. And you want more positive to happen around you. It's got to happen within you. Even little things like spilling a glass of wine or something. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. Ooh, did we just say that? For every cause there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. Ooh. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And, I'm being called to read the prosperity message. Now is a time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail, and you will be treated accordingly in all your affairs. You will be open to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations. To remember that all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. Yeah, that's what that justice card's all about. Yeah. There's something going on with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and I think that's why there's a justice there, and that is there's something going on with perhaps something that you were trying to do, a business or an idea or some sort of partner in some sort of partnership. Okay. All right. Well, time to go. Time to go is number 45. That's number 9. Number of completion. It's the number of seeing everything, seeing the bigger picture, your responsibility in it. As indicated here with the Ten of Wands. Okay. Well, you don't want to focus for me? Just whenever you kind of want. Not when you agreed to. Me and you, Cameron, we're gonna have to have a talk. Okay? We need to work something out. I treat you real nice. you know it's human error. It's got nothing to do. I know. Okay. All right. So, time to go. 45, number 9. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. You did get that between world card a couple of times in your underlying messages. This moment, this is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. That's talking about that 7 of Pentacles. Okay? And it's time to move on As a matter of fact, I mean, you just pick up all these cards for real. But for the most part, you know, it's time to plan and figure out what you're going to do and move on to new experiences and new ways of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Shall I just go ahead and pull this baby right back out? That's what I said to you earlier, right? Yeah. So take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you, Gemini. For some of you, it's over. Or at the very least, the form of this relationship is taken, is no longer of service to you. Yeah. Perhaps it's with the Leo. Perhaps it's with a Libra for some of you. Perhaps it's with yourself for others of you. Perhaps it's with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. This is the time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That nothing, that doesn't mean anything is, that everything is lost, right? So although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract, it is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. In prosperity, it says this message is clear. The path that you've been on with your work, creative projects, and business alliances have come to an end. You will not find the success you desire by continuing with what is now in front of you. This is an auspicious sign, Gemini, because there is no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. It is a time to walk towards something new. With the Hermit, right? I don't know. You see it, right? Boom. So pretty. This card also pertains to the more neutral concept of completion. You finish your tasks and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue of opportunity, even better than any you could imagine. You've done all you can. Now, trust that Spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life. That's what we said earlier. I mean, that's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Very accurate message here. Thank you that I'm a clear conduit for that message. That was beautiful. Wow, Gemini, you're really making a major transformation right now. And if you are moving and you're freaked out by that, stay in meditation and breathe and just ask for signs that will help you understand that you're in the right place and you're doing the right thing. Yeah. Even better than you can imagine. You've done all you can, so trust that Spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude a chapter of your life, this chapter of your life. And remember that when you close one door, another door opens. That's amazing. That is so beautiful. I'm so happy for you, Gemini. Wow. I think I was saying to Scorpio, I just did Scorpio's reading I said, can I come? The reading was so good. I want to go. I love it. Well, let's get you an intuitive crystal here with the Crystal Intentions Oracle. Okay, see what crystal for Gemini will help you meditate and concentrate and focus on your new ventures. We have lapis lazuli. Okay, this is about intuition, spirit communication. It's going to help you activate your intuition, be a clear channel, access the Akashic records, feel protected and safe, stay grounded, promote clarity in the dream time. Your affirmation is, I receive messages all the time and follow my internal guidance system with ease. All right, Celestite. And this is again about spirit communication and intuition. All right, so this is going to help you improve spiritual communication skills, interpret signs and symbols, because you'll need to, since signs and symbols are going to be placed in your path to guide you, right? Experience connection with angels and spirit guides. Feel serenity and calmness. Yeah, calm you down, Gemini. Not in a bad way. We love you, Gemini. The affirmation is, I hear, see, notice, and understand messages from the divine. I love that. Black obsidian. Everybody should carry some black obsidian with them from time to time. This is about safety and protection. This is going to help you release negative thoughts, maintain attention on the present moment, increase situational awareness, where you can understand what's going on, even though maybe you don't understand that sort of humor or something, you just get it, And improve responsible thoughts and actions. Help you not react volatilely if you, get upset or triggered. Help you start training your mind muscle to, that muscle to react differently and interpret things a little differently. It's going to help you out. The affirmation is, I pay attention to what is going on around and within me. I am attentive. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. And on top, we're going to take rhodonite. That's a pretty crystal. Pretty stone. Yeah. Okay, this is about love, friendship, and romance. Release heartache, grief, and sorrows of past relationships. Encourage lightheartedness and joy. Restore the balance of confidence and emotions. I feel a lot of momentum for you all. Grab yourself some rose quartz as well, okay? And rhodonite's affirmation is, my mental and emotional bodies are balanced. I attract nurturing people. They say if you want to be something or start creating new momentum or become something, be around those people. If you want to be a business person, be around other business people. Spiritual people, be around spiritual people. Spiritual business people, be around spiritual business people. You know what I mean? Hang around people that are doing the things that you want to do in life. And I'm just going to take this ruby and fuchsite. Some of you guys need a little authentic love in your life, and ruby and fuchsite is going to help you with your sensual and sexual vibrancy, increase passion for life and in friendships, attract spiritually aligned romance, friendships, and love, and of your soulmate. Okay, the affirmation is, I attract romance filled with love. I have a healthy sex life. Ooh. All right, Gemini. That's gorgeous. Thank you so much for joining me for your March 2022 reading. Let me know down in the comments if you are interested in a free tarot reading from me. You are welcome to just say, I'm interested in a tarot reading, Lady J, or hi, I'd love a tarot reading. Just let me know that you're interested. I don't want to, give someone a reading that it doesn't want it. What's the point in that, right? So let me know if you'd like one, and I will select a subscriber at random and announce the lucky winner in a separate video, and I'll let you know when I'm rounding that up. Okay, so you have a chance to enter to receive a free personal reading from me. So if you're not subscribed, please be sure to get subscribed. This is a subscribers only contest, and I want to include everybody. I appreciate you, and this is my way of giving back to you. Thank you so much, everyone, for your views and your subscribes, your beautiful energy. Please like and share with someone you feel could benefit from this reading. Come and visit us on Instagram at intuitive_tarot_therapy for free live readings and fun inspiration in your feed throughout the week. Okay, I hope that this reading has been helpful for you. Always sending you blessings of health, wealth, and high vibes. Until next time, be well, be happy, be grateful. Happy spring. We'll see you soon. Beautiful Gemini. Peace and love.